Sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Okay, we are now recording. Just as you said Raid Shadow Legends, we're gonna get flagged.
We're not sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, it's a lie.
Stop saying those words! They do not mean what you think they mean. They mean being flagged!
All right, so welcome to Empty Spaces, one shot, or I'm hoping it'll be a one shot. Jesus. A one shot game where we look into the 3 days where Shorts Kid and snalien were off on a school trip. Because Maud put that into one of her games, and I am insatiable, and my hubris never rests. So, that's what we're doing today. Okay, so everybody just sit tight, relax. You don't have to type anything if you don't want to. It's a good day. You can just have a good time. Everybody take a deep cleansing breath. Okay, good. Now, all right, that's,
Oh, jeez.
I said one, but, okay, now, just as we usually do for silver screen games and everything else like that, we are going to introduce ourselves from top to bottom, along with the character we are playing and their class, because it is important to do that. And I am Owl. I am the DM. I dungeon the masters, and I also play Shorts Kid, who is a wizard.
My name's Breaks. I'll be playing Kip this time. She is a worn sorcerer and also a tiny little dragon.
Very good.
Hey, what's up? I'm Mark. I'm going to be playing Smudge, the cleric, and I'm just excited to be here.
Snail, you can breathe.
Oh, God.
Okay. So, hi, I'm Snail. I play Snalien. She is a paladin that probably should have been a cleric, but guess who didn't think about that until like 5 games in? It's your girl, Snail. So, Snalien, paladin.
Naladin?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
They are a little snail with a snail helmet, and they are very cute. They are the size of a hand.
They are just a little creature. They cannot change this.
And who would want to?
Okay, now who the fuck wants a word picture?
We want a word picture!
I
would like a word picture.
Please?
Okay, let's give you all a good word picture. So, here we go. It's dark. Crickets are chirping, bugs are buzzing, and the waters of the cartoon lagoon lap gently at the shore. A small group of young harbor seals are entering and exiting the water, carrying various watertight containers, like Tupperware, big plastic containers. They're preparing for the arrival of several children from Inkwell's mainland to the island for a lovely school trip. 3 days of fun, crafts, and excitement. Or, well, excitement for children, which is supposed to be the safest kind of excitement. On the shore, a leopard seal watches with a candy cigarette and a tired expression, giving out marching orders. He's been out of the water for a while now and is wearing a crisp Scoutmaster's uniform with a jaunty cap. He is covered in patches and badges and camping medals. I don't know if those exist, but they do here. And he seems absolutely exhausted. Once the harbor seals aren't sure to break anything badly, the leopard seal wanders back up the trail to the main cabin circle, yawning. He hasn't eaten anything yet, so he hikes up further, up to the mess hall, and he shuts the door behind him. The lights are off, and the cafeteria is dark, so he searches blindly for a light switch. He doesn't find one. In fact, he doesn't find anything. And nothing finds him either. With a quiet pop and a grayed-out silhouette against the wall, camp coordinator Russ Hull has disappeared, leaving nothing but an empty space, and nothing to fill it but air and the buzz of fluorescent lights. It's not dark anymore, and it didn't look dark through the open windows when Russ walked in to find something to eat. And there's your little bits, there's your word picture.
What?
Owl, did you back rooms? Really, Owl?
No!
Well, rest in.
Rip.
I can't
Okay.
believe he's hecking dead. I already loved him.
He's just very sleepy, and he quit smoking because the seals didn't want him to.
Oh no, Russ.
Stop it! I already loved him!
Stop! They're already dead.
Oh.
Okay, so here we are. This is the next day, the next morning. All of you, this is day one. You have arrived at camp. You have just gotten off of your bus, and this is a gorgeous camp. There's gouache watercolor painting style forests out there. The water of the lake you can see is almost a perfect reflection of what the sky looks like right now, which is white with a few fluffy clouds. It is barely like disturbed. It's almost glassy in its appearance. And it's quiet, but not the bad kind of quiet. It's quiet like you can hear birds and you can hear the wind in the trees, and it's relaxing. Just it's nice to be in. However, what is less relaxing is the fact that there are lots of harbor seals all sort of wandering around the camp where you are right now after you've gotten off the bus, and you can see there are a couple who have set up a large banner that is misspelled. It says welcome, but like somehow there's a G in it, and there is also yep. Welcome. There we go. And there is also a set up table with sign-in sheet because you need that. And the people who have come here on the bus today are a large amount of children, specifically Shorts Kid and Snalien have just gotten off the bus, and they have their bags with them, because when you go to camp you gotta bring a duffel bag. And there are also more children who are also in their class, and these children include Kip and Smudge. So like while Shorts Kid and Snalien head over to the sign-in table, what are the rest of you people doing?
I think Kip's probably like just like looking at it in awe at like the surroundings, but also kind of like keeping an eye out to see if anybody notices her, and if anybody does notice her, then she just tries her best to look unimpressed.
Dare Dragon.
Smudge is walking forward while looking directly up at the sky.
Can he roll perception?
Sure.
I just want to see if he runs into anyone.
What is his perception? It's pretty good.
Children loose in the campsite. No one knows
that's
what
great.
they're doing.
A nat 1!
Oh,
We nailed it. We've nailed it.
Yay!
Smudge,
No.
Great start.
you walk directly into the sign-in table. And you take 1d4 of damage.
Oh no. Do you want me to roll that?
Yeah, you just get clotheslined by the plastic sign-in
Ooh.
table.
Ow!
Are you
Stupid
okay?
sign.
Shortskid holds out a hand. Are you okay?
That looked like it really hurt.
It's okay. Hi!
Hi.
Hi.
That happens more often than you think it would.
Oh no. Does it hurt?
Oh, gosh, poor voice.
Not really. I got loads of hit points.
Okay, that's good. Everybody loves hit points. Snalien now resumes waving through silent image at every single harbor seal. Yes, you knew she was doing this. Come on, guys. This is her gag.
Oh, yeah. And so Smudge kind of like shakes, almost like a dog, like just shaking off whatever, and just says, "Hi, my name is Smudge. What's your name?" And like sticks out their hand.
Shortskid.
Snalien.
Yeah.
And they shake the hand.
Shortskid waves and is currently holding up Snalien so she can shake Smudge's hand. And says, "I'm Shortskid. We're in the same class, and I'm pretty sure that we have like math for babies together."
Oh, math for babies is listen, math for babies is very advanced for people your age. You guys are doing just great. Snalien is in advanced math for aliens. They know trains. They have good brains.
They do. Shortskid just can't focus enough for actual good grades.
That's why they're saying that the math for babies is very important, because they don't want Shortskid to feel bad.
It's better to learn how to do math than to ever be embarrassed of it. So
Yeah, I never understood math. You got a lot of numbers. Usually I just look outside. It's pretty
What's
cool.
outside?
that's a big mood. I like to look at there are trees and shit, and also I saw a dog once.
Shortskid, you
Yeah.
And with that, one of the harbor seal behind the desk is just like, "Are you okay?" And just because the harbor seal is concerned because they are in fact a camp counselor, and they're holding the pencil in their like little flippers, and they're sweating.
Oh, did I walk like right into like the sign that's in front of that?
Yeah. You clothesline yourself on the table.
Don't even worry about it.
They said they're okay, so that means they're okay. Don't worry. I can heal people if we need it, I think. Hang on, let me check my
I
skills.
can heal people too.
Really? Oh, we're gonna be best friends. Except for Shortskid.
We're gonna be
You're
best
my
friends.
friend, but we could be like normal best friends. Don't worry about
my
it.
gosh,
You're
okay.
my sister, so,
I'll
like,
take that.
best friend.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
Okay, one at a time, the harbor seal behind the desk says, and they're, just like, "Okay, we got, but names, okay,
Shortskid, Snalien, Smudge, Smear.
okay,
Oh my goodness, I've already forgotten your name. I'm so sorry.
we do have a Smudge. I don't think we have a Smear.
I'm Smudge.
Okay.
Smudge, right. Sorry, this is Smudge. This is Smudge. Their name is Smudge because they're cool. Do you have a specific set of pronouns you like to use? I'm like they, them, she, her.
Whatever.
Oh,
They're
same!
whatever pronouns.
Okay.
I erased my gender long ago.
Oh my god, perfect.
Okay, can I say that while this has been happening, like Kip has noticed like the little silent image snalings showing up, and her eyes just kind of go like target acquired big.
Oh, the
So she has
kitty.
been, so she has been like trying to stalk and pounce all these silent image aliens, and then she notices the real one.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
So tiny dragon inbound.
I mean, roll
Not-
for it, probably?
Yeah,
Do you have like
the harbor seal behind the desk goes, "Okay, so, this is actually pretty interesting. You guys are all in the same, you're all in the same cabin, except for...
I knew we were best friends!
Yes!
Do you guys know where Kip is?
Kip. Yeah.
That's an 18.
And with that, Kip, fucking tackles Snalien out of Short's kid's hand and is, like, holding them to the ground with, like, the little claw hands, just like, I have caught.
Hi! My name's snalien. You look like my friend Gregory.
Oh, dang, you're real. Oh, sorry. Wait. Not like I care. But like she noticeably gets off of Snalien and just kind of like sits up on her haunches and like crosses her arms like you can see like she's got like the scales around her face are like growing like bright pink with like embarrassment.
Hi, I'm snalien. What's your name?
It's Kipetta or Kip.
I found them!
What?
Hey, Miss Harbor Seal Lady, I found them!
Oh,
What?
You found... Okay, hello, are you Kip?
Yeah? Who wants to know?
Me,
We like you!
They want to know.
I'm your cabin leader. It's nice to meet you. And she holds out a flipper.
Like, Kipetta, like, kind of sort of reaches for it, then notices they're all looking at her and just like, no, gotta keep up the cool act. Gotta keep up the cool act. But it's rude.
The harbor seal just, like, still has their flipper sticking out and looks, like, really, like, nervous and, then just pats Kip on the head.
Kipetta does her best not to
I
acknowledge
was about to
it.
say that Smudge steps in front and shakes the hand.
Alright, so I'm gonna have it be like this, where the harbor seal pats Kip's head, and then Smudge comes up, and they also pat Smudge's head.
Oh, excellent.
Adorable. Yeah, but then Kip will like kind of like reach over, grab like the pencil and kind of sign in.
Yeah, so everyone here needs to sign in. I don't know what your writing skills are like as characters, but as long as you write your name or like a little sketch of your face or something, just something to say that you have in fact shown up at camp is good. And the Harbor Seal Lady goes, okay, and it says here that you have a chaperone who is also going to be staying in our cabin, who is DJ Smooth?
Hello, darlings! DJ moves
Oh my god.
spins! You don't know where they came from, but they spin into shaking the harbor seal's hand, which was still extended from patting Kip's head, and they're like, I'm here, don't worry about a thing. These are glorious, adorable little kitties.
Kip is retreating in terror.
Yeah, the harbor seal looks like she wants to too, and she's just like, hello. Hi.
Smudge is just looking at them with, like, fascination.
Are you our designated adult chaperone?
Yes, darling, don't worry, it's me. I, DJ Moves, have decided to take these lovely little kitties. And DJ Moves is ruffling both Snalien's antennae and Short's kid's head and says, these lovely little darlings, and these lovely little darlings too, if they're part of our group, under my proverbial wing.
Okay, alright, so we've got everyone from our cabin signed in, and hello, I am your cabin leader. This is my first time doing this. I was a junior camp counselor last year, and now this year I'm a full camp counselor, so I'm a little bit nervous. But that's okay. Being nervous happens.
Don't worry about a thing, darling. These little angels won't bother you. And they like
Yeah,
kiss
it's okay.
the
This is
flipper.
my first time at camp.
My
We
name...
will just make sure that you have the most fun ever then.
Yes!
But my name is Anemonelony. You can just call me Mel if you would like.
But Melanie is such a wonderful name. Surely we all can learn this name. Right, kids?
Melanie?
Melanie?
No?
Yeah,
It's a lot of letters.
It's a little bit hard to pronounce. I had a hell of a time spelling it when I was a kid, so just call me Mel. It's fine.
Well, Anemma Melanie, don't worry. Even if these kitties can't get it, I certainly can.
Okay. All right. So, our first order of business is everyone has been signed in. Does everybody have their bags?
Well, I know these little kitties have their bags. I helped pack them myself.
Oh my god, moves.
That's very good. Do you also have your bags, or are you just going to be wearing that same outfit for 3 days?
Oh, darling, don't be silly. I have several variations of this outfit for the next 3 days.
Okay, I'm a seal and therefore don't wear clothes, but, okay.
What about
I
you,
like to
kitties?
travel light.
Do you need help?
No, I like to travel light, so I don't have a bag.
Wear clothes.
Yeah, so we've got most of them don't wear clothes.
I'm wearing gloves.
Do you
Don't
have multiple
insult the
pairs?
child, darling. They're wearing gloves.
Okay. So, do you all have your
You don't
sleeping
really
bags?
need more than one.
Do you all have your sleeping bags?
I know that our kitties do.
Mr. Smooth, can you please can you secure the perimeter?
Oh, certainly, darling. And they spin away.
Thank you. Okay, now we're all going.
Sorry, he's a little overwhelming sometimes, but he loves us.
I can tell. I don't have people call it. I don't have very big energy. I've been trying to work on it, but we're all going to head to your cabin, and our first order of business, and you see here she starts getting a little bit more confident, a little more excited, is you guys get to name your cabin.
Is it alive?
No, it's more like, you know how sometimes at camp we will give the cabins names so we can say, okay, rock cabin, can everybody please go to your next activity? So you guys obviously are not going to be rock cabin unless you would like to be, but you get to name your cabin so that you get to and the harbor seal digs around under the desk, pulls out a positively ginormous Tupperware full of markers, and also a large poster board sign, and Mel says, okay, we're going to choose a name, and then you guys get to illustrate your camp sign, which we're going to put on the outside of the cabin.
This is the best day ever! What do you guys want our cabin thing to be?
Cabin number 1.
Cabin world domination.
Cabin domination number 1?
Snalien is now thinking very hard.
Smudge is also thinking very hard.
Kip has forgotten her need to put up a cool act and is also thinking extremely hard.
What about cabin dragon? Because we're all really cool and we have a dragon.
That's pretty
Kip.
good.
I like that.
And I can draw little memories.
That's pretty cool.
Like, dragons are cool. Gregory's really neat, and I haven't known you that long, but you seem pretty cool too, Shorts Kid says. And all of you, the pact has been sealed. You are now cabin dragon. So you all put your hands in the middle because all kids share a sort of moderate hive mind, and you have to seal the pact.
The pact is sealed.
Snalien lifts up their helmet and spits on their nubbin and then holds their nubbin out.
Shorts Kid also spits and holds out their hand.
Kipetta
will do the same.
Kipetta does the same.
Yes! You all splap your hands together. It's gross.
Ugh. Just kind of shakes her paw off afterwards. Ew.
So, you guys all, along with Mel, you head up to your cabin. DJ Moves is still off in the distance, and you can hear him from here. And you.
Don't worry, darlings. I will make sure this perimeter is secure.
I'm glad we can hear him wherever he goes. It makes it a lot easier to avoid him.
Well,
It's a little overwhelming, but he really is okay.
He's a good guy.
Is that your dad?
Kip does not
He's
look
like-
convinced.
He's like Uncle. He's like Uncle.
Oh,
and
okay.
He has so many penguins that he takes care of, and they're basically like our cousins. And I love every single one of them. I know
That's
them
so
all by
cool.
name.
You guys are all.
That's so cool.
You guys are all led into your new cabin, Cabin Dragon, and the piece of poster board is spread out on the floor. It is very clean in here. It's very woodsy. There are, as the Brits would call them, fairy lights strung up over the corners of the room so that it's like gently glowing in here. There's also a big lamp in the corner so that if you need more light, you can turn it on. And the box of markers has been left on the ground, and Mel has flopped into the room and is now saying, okay, so we have our first general camp meeting in about half an hour, so you guys have picked your name. That means now it's time to draw your camp sign, which we will hold up at the meeting.
So cool.
Yes. Quick question. What color is the poster board? Is it just regular?
It's just white, yeah.
Okay.
I might have an idea if you guys don't already have your own idea.
We should definitely hear Kip's idea. Everybody be quiet so we can hear Kip's idea.
You're
Snalien
the
is
one
only
who's
one
not
still
being
talking,
quiet,
but she's telling
Snalien.
everyone to be quiet.
Okay, getting my shit together, please. Okay. So Kip just kind of looks at the three of them, a little intimidated, and then kind of slinks over to the paper and lies down on it and strikes a cool pose in profile and says, "Trace me."
Yes! Yes, this is great!
Shorts Kid lets out a whoop and then just picks up one of those smelly markers, a purple smelly marker that is grape scented, and then starts going to fucking town.
Snalien goes to one of the areas that isn't occupied by the trace and won't be occupied by the trace, and then starts making a photorealistic replica of Gregory within that small amount of space, flying alongside the profile of the dragon.
Very
Smudge
good.
Smudge has decided to go on the other side of the poster board, right where Shorts Kid is tracing that line and then following that line, and can they have scissors? Does that count?
Yeah, scissors
Can I just
counts.
say that they're erasing the paper, or is that too powerful?
We'll just say that scissors.
We got some scissors. I'm
Yeah.
putting out along that line.
Cool.
Because it's cool if you have some, if you use if you don't have the paper.
Very good. And finally, Shorts Kid finishes tracing Kip, and just for good measure, they just draw a little star on Kip's nose.
Oh, it's perfect! Kip,
Yeah.
do you want to spell out Team Dragon? Some of us aren't as good with letters, so I could do it if you don't want to.
I could do it in Draconic.
Yes! Snalien eyes have gone sparkly.
Shorts Kid, down in the corner, near one of the traced feet, writes Team Dragon in common, just in case.
Okay, so like Kip, like
Good.
full finger painting mode, just kind of scratches out like this guttural, like it looks like a heavy metal band title just scratched out across this profile in multicolor paints.
Oh,
We
good.
are now the coolest.
Hell
Still,
yeah,
we're the
we are.
coolest.
Like, there's a shine sparkling off their helmet.
And Mel looks very proud of all of you and is just beaming. And she says, "You have to sign it. You have to sign it because you worked hard."
Okay.
No. Can I sign it? So, can I sign it with my snail sign it with my goop rather than the paint because it's a different texture.
Yes, as long as you're signing it, as long as you are putting your mark on this thing that you have created, you can do it.
Okay.
Snalien slaps their hand down and then picks their hand up. That is their signature.
Inspired Kip does the exact same. She like blasts her paw into the paint and then slaps it down right beside Snalien's print and then pulls it away.
Snalien nods approvingly.
Shorts Kid looks at their hand and then looks at the paper and then puts their hand down, but like on top of Kip and Snalien's like little handprints, and then does an outline with a marker.
Aww.
God, that's so cute. Crap, I feel like I have to
Smudge,
come up
you
with a
gotta do
whole
it
different
now.
thing now.
Smudge, do you want to like use your powers and like erase around your own hand?
Oh, what if you cut out your hand so it's a blank?
We do it. We have the paper. We have the paper. And okay, so Smudge does go like that scrap paper from when they were cutting it out before, and they trace around their hand, and then they cut it out, and then I guess they're gonna dip it in some paint because we do need some colors.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna
Colors
slap that
are
on.
so important.
Very
I don't know,
good.
maybe like slightly above or underneath, depending on. Just so it makes a fun little shape if you look at all the hands together.
Okay, so I need all of you to roll a straight d20.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Fear.
Oh,
One fear.
I was the 4.
How's the 2?
Okay, so 4 plus 11, 15 plus 2 is 17. 17 plus 19 is...
Hold on. 1636.
Okay, that's 36 divided by 4.
Okay. 32 divided by 4 would be 8, so 33? No. 9.
8.5.
9-ish? 9-ish is what
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with.
Let's just round it up, and we'll say that overall, everyone in the
9.
yeah, overall everyone in the group rolled a collective 9, which means that this is a really messy and aesthetically terrible looking poster, but also
And it's ours.
but like also it's very very cute and it is legible, so like there you go. What did you expect from a group of kids?
Smudge is gonna walk over to Mel and just like kind of tap him, and Smudge has a little pencil, and they're just like, "Do you want to also?"
Yeah, you can put your own hand down here. There's room.
Mel is like, "I have flippers, but that's very sweet," and they plop down their flipper and they attempt to trace it, but it's kind of hard.
Do you want us to do it? We could trace for you. You can just hold your flipper still.
Okay, give it a shot.
Alright, Snalien then carefully traces around the flipper. So carefully, guys.
And Mel goes, "The tickles."
I know, it kind of tickles. Don't worry, though. It's
Okay.
gonna look great.
And she lifts her hand, and that adds an automatic +2 to your roll. So now you've gotten an 11 on your overall roll, which means that this is better than average.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
Slightly above average.
Yep. And,
Now what do we do?
all right, now that we've made our poster, and has everybody put everything on your bunks?
Of course. That was the first thing we had to do, so I did it first.
Very good. That means that we've got everything covered as far as moving into your cabin for the next 3 days. So now we have to head. Oh, shoot, we've got about 5 minutes. We all have to head to the campfire. Just follow me, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
So she walks you guys, if you look at the map, she walks you down from the leftmost cabin over to the campfire, where you can see there are several other groups of kids who are also in your class. There are various other harbor seals. One of them is still holding the sign that says welcome on it. And there is surprisingly no camp coordinator in the middle near the campfire, and the other harbor seals look a little confused. But for the most part, everyone is there, everyone is at the campfire. Aside from that one person, everyone is here, and so you guys all need to take a seat. There are just a large array of like logs and stumps around the campfire. There is one log that is basically the only one left, but it's long and it should hold all of you.
Snalien sits on Short's kid's head and once again begins the litany of waving hi to everybody with silent image.
Oh dear. Yeah, Kip
Like
is.
Yeah, go
Kip cannot help herself. She's now pouncing after silent image Snaliens.
Smudge has sat on the bench next to Short's kid and is just like swinging their legs wildly.
And that is when both Smudge and Short's kid notice this bench is warm. It's also kind of fuzzy, and it's kind of smooth. It kind of feels like touching a ferret almost.
What?
Ferret counselor?
Fools! That was my spine you sat on! Oh!
So like, what?
And you guys are all knocked to the ground as Mr. Grabby gets up from the spot that he had been napping in, and like you can see twist around, it goes crack, 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 and he twists around a full 360 and spine pops, and then quickly turns back and is facing you all. It's like,
Excuse you, watch where you're sitting, thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Snalien. What's your name?
I thought you
I am
were a
Smudge.
chair?
We're sorry. You were very fuzzy.
not a chair, never been a chair. I am Mr. Grabby.
Shorts kid walks directly forwards and plants their face in Mr. Grabby's fluffy tum.
Oh my god.
I don't think Mr. Grabby quite knows what to do with this, because while he has recently been spending some time with another small child that does seem to be around this sort of size, he's still not sure what to do with them. So he kind of just looks down at Short's kid, then looks up at everyone else, and then just, why are there so many children here? I'm meant to be on vacation.
Soft.
Oh, you're on summer
Camp.
camp.
Why are you doing vacation at camp?
Soft.
Sorry, this is me falling out of character basically instantly just because of Short's kid. Thank you, that's amazing.
Soft.
I think this is the point where he's just going to, like, he's rather big at the moment, so I think he's going to kind of just reach, like, one claw down, pick up Short's kid by the head, completely lift you off the ground, turn you around, move you a little bit away, and put you down again. You are completely unharmed, but you did just get picked up by your head.
This is probably just in time for Kipetta to fly in from the side and, like, headbutt him in the stomach.
And
I am going for a walk, and he's gonna turn around and try and just walk into the forest away from these small children.
Like, Kipetta's, like, got her teeth around, like, some of the fur and is just, like, digging her claws and being dragged along.
Mel comes around the Mel comes around the corner, flop, 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 and is just like, "Oh, Mr. Grabby!"
Do you want to join
Mel,
us at
did
the
you know that
campfire?
Mr. Grabby is a bench?
He wasn't supposed to be a bench. Right here, if you look here at the thing he has signed, when he, basically he wanted to have a vacation, yeah, but vacations are really expensive. So, we said that in exchange for a free vacation at the lagoon, he would help us out here this week.
You're gonna be helping us out?
Like Mr. Grabby is just like temple, eyes closed. I was like, you never
Is
said
he on our
that we
team?
have to
Is
be
he on our
dealing
team?
with children.
Well, we said you were a junior counselor. What do you think that means?
Yeah, what do you think that means?
You know what? That is an excellent question. I thought it just meant I would be sub you guys. I didn't think I would be counseling juniors. This was my bad. This was my bad. I've not been getting much sleep lately.
Also, you're not wearing your hat.
There's a hat.
Yeah, you were given it as, and Mel looks down and says, "Oh, here it is," and picks it off the ground. It is now covered in pine needles and a little bit of dirt, but it says,
And a Snalien. Snalien is now on the hat.
the hat has stitching and a very large smiley face, and it says, "Junior Counselor."
Oh my god.
Wait, Mr. Grabby's gonna take it from her, stare at it for a bit, brush Snalien off, and then just lob it into the lake.
Well, that was very nice. They gave you that hat.
You do have to wear the hat. It clarifies that you are, in fact, a junior counselor.
One moment. Let me.
Out for that hat.
I do have. Well, the good news is I actually have. One moment. If I create a sound, I have minor illusion as a cantrip, so I kind of just use that to turn, like the little bowler hat I'm already wearing to give it the same sort of appearance as, the rest of the camp counselor hats, except leagues better because it's definitely not hand stitched. It looks far fancier, but it does at least say junior counselor.
And Melanie goes, "Okay, I think that'll work. So this is your cabin. This is Dragon Cabin. They picked their name and everything today, and these are your kids, or, well, my kids too. They're our kids because they're in our cabin. And this is Short's kid. This is Snalien. This is Kip. You already know Kip because she's digging her claws into your rump. And this is Smudge."
Hi.
Kip's like shaking his tail like a dog with a toy trying to like snap its neck.
Mr. Grabby's is absolutely trying to flick you off as soon as possible. If you kind of keep, at one point, if you do manage to actually bite it, you are definitely going to get flicked off. Mr. Grabby's just going to go, "Ow!" and then just hold his tail up near his chest to keep you away from it.
Kip, why don't you more little me's? That way you don't have to bite Mr. Grabby.
Well, Kip having asserted dominance seems just very satisfied.
Pleasure to meet you all. Also, I would like to apologize to the peanut gallery. I can't read you anymore. I know you are all no doubt yelling, but I can't read you and actually do focus on the game at the same time, so I'll catch you up later.
Liz, that image of Short's kid is absolutely perfect. It is exactly what I was picturing. But, so now all of you are together and you are sitting, and a bunch of the harbor seals are gathering their own cabin groups, and DJ Moves wanders back in, having secured the perimeter.
Hello, darlings! The perimeter has been secured beyond security, and I, DJ Moves, am back! Snalien makes a
Hi,
tiny
Mr.
little
Shiny.
bit of applause.
And Kipetta is once again cowed with terror.
I think Mr.
Now
Grabby
hiding
just like,
behind Mr. Grabby.
"Oh, great, it's you.
Oh,
Don't
great.
suppose the other one's here, is he?"
DJ Moves responds with, "Oh, great. It's you, darling. I didn't know you would be here."
Adults are really
it's
snipey.
pleasure.
Yeah.
Absolute pleasure, they're darling. And they like shake hands, but it's like both of them are trying to grab the other hand hard enough to assert dominance.
Do you
Why
have
are they
question?
mad? They're at camp.
Out
This
of pure
looks really
curiosity,
weird when one person has claws and the other person has a flipper.
Yeah.
Snail, do you actually have like stats for DJ Moves?
Here's
Yeah,
the
'cause,
thing, not yet. I'm sorry.
Because you guys should roll a strength contest.
Yeah, I would fucking love to. Which is great because Mr. Grabby's like got a -1.
Oh no.
So re-roll the 6.
Wow.
I'm gonna just say that it's a +2 because I'm gonna say that he's more of a fighter than a dexer. A 9!
You beat me, but only because I had a -1.
Okay, so the two of you are pretty evenly matched, except for Mr. Grabby. You are more used to fighting with sorcery and magic, and you are not used to the fact that sometimes you have to squeeze a man's hand real hard to assert dominance.
Mr. Grabby's not having a good day so far.
I'm just imagining the face from like DJ Moves' face from like that one Superman comic where he's just like they're shaking hands and it's just like if you know what I'm talking about, this is a really funny image.
No, I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah.
about, if you would be so kind as to heckin' perish.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I will draw this now.
Please.
Mel
I would
flops
love to see
over and she pops up between the two of them and says, "Okay, so we are all in charge of keeping an eye on these kids, making sure they stay safe, which includes not endangering ourselves." And she looks at you both very pointedly like, "Start being adults, god damn it."
Well, I'm sure that I can stay professional, darling, under the most extenuating circumstances. Whether the noodle can is up to him, I suppose.
A very pointed raspberry in Moo's direction. However, like, Mr. Grabby does kind of float back over to where the troop of kids that have been foisted onto him are standing. Like, okay. He at least knows how to deal with children now. He doesn't need to be happy about it, but he knows how to deal.
Okay, so all of you have now finally come to a head. You know each other. You have all had your introductions, and you're not attempting to strangle each other's hands anymore. So you all take a seat around the campfire along with everybody else. Now on the floor because your comfy log has decided to be a person. And one of the seals, who isn't Mel, stands up near the front and says, "Hello, I'm Bay, and this is that's Bay, B-A-Y, like the body of water. I'll be your junior camp coordinator today because coordinator Russ is currently indisposed. He's fine. He just had some bad shrimps. He had some real bad
That's the
shrimps.
worst. I hate it when we have bad shrimps.
So, hi. Welcome to Camp Cartoon Lagoon. This is a 3-day camp, and we're all gonna have a good time here. We're all gonna stay safe, and we're all gonna wear our sunscreen, and we all have our camp names now. Can everybody please hold up their slides?
Snalien excitedly holds up their part of Camp Dragon.
Okay,
yeah.
to everybody in the peanut gallery, can you please come up with 2 other cabin names for us?
Yes!
Yes! Don't let your memes be dreams. Make them a reality.
Can someone please be the stick bugs, just for the sake of it, please?
Oh, good.
Yes, stick bugged.
I was trying so hard to come up with a good meme, it just didn't happen in the moment.
Yep. Okay, so you see across the way, one of them has a piece of paper that just has a large line drawn on it with a couple other little lines sticking out, and underneath in like extremely minimalistic font it says "stick bugs."
Yes.
Hell yeah.
And there's another cabin,
Oh, I like
but
that one.
these two couldn't seem to agree on what to call their cabin. So it says both Starburst and Superstar, but then it's Super Starburst. It looks like they just couldn't agree on which one to pick. So they smushed them both together. So our three cabins are Camp Super Starburst, our cabin Super Starburst, cabin Stickbug, and cabin Dragon.
I think our name is the best.
Well, obviously,
think
there's
it
a
is.
dragon in it.
Yeah.
Can I
And-
swap with the stick bug one? They look like they're going to be less
Don't leave.
reckless, I have to say.
But we love you.
Yeah, we love you.
Kibota's just
Do you
giving
want
him
to
the
put
stink eye.
your name on the sign?
Yeah, you gotta put your name on the sign.
You gotta put your name on this sign really, really quick.
And Mr.
Oh,
Grabby will let them
Mr.
drag
Shiny
them to
too.
paint.
He's being so patient. I'm just picturing those cats that end up like accosted by kittens.
That is the energy I'm channeling, yes.
Oh my god. So, Mr. Grabby, you are quickly dragged to the side, and you have your hand sort of planted on it, and you have signed the side, and now you are officially part of Cabin Dragon. There is no going back.
He doesn't
Cabin
stop
Dragon.
the relentless.
But now all of them.
Should we
Yeah.
get Mr. Shiny? Should we get Mr. Shiny too?
I don't
Mr.
trust
Shiny?
him.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
DJ
point to
moves.
DJ moves.
DJ Moves, you gotta put your flipper down. DJ Moves.
Hello, darlings. And he
Oh, no.
spins around, even though he's literally next to them, and he's like, "How can I be of service?"
Oh, I don't like him.
Someone just like holds up a pen.
Oh yes, well, what would you like me to do, darlings?
Your flipper. Just put it down and trace it really quick so that we can hold it back up again.
Shorts
well,
Kid walks over to
gorgeous.
Kip and then just gently starts patting them behind the ear.
And
She
DJ
is
Moves-
torn.
DJ
Just because
Moves
it
does-
looks like she could use it, because Shorts Kid also deals with sensory overload a lot, so they're just like, oh, that's an unhappy dragon with really enhanced senses, I'm gonna go pet it.
And Kip is torn between being cool about it, but also kind of leaning into it because, oh, that's nice.
At this point, Smudge is jumping up and down, just so ecstatic that we now have more cabin members.
DJ Moves has, at this point, traced their own flipper.
Excellent.
Alright, so everyone, you guys are now, everybody is on the side! And, Bay
Our
is,
sign.
Bay
The
is
pack of the
still
pact is sealed.
Bay is still talking
deal,
up
good deal.
at the front near the campfire, and he's still going on about like camp safety and having a good time and wearing sunscreen, which he's already mentioned a couple times. And now he's starting to read off of a clipboard that he's not showing anyone else because he's a little bit embarrassed, it seems, of his handwriting. So he says, "Okay. So we got 3 activities Right now we got a nature hike, we got camp games, and we got arts and crafts. And that means that we're all gonna, you guys are gonna vote for what you want to do, and then you're gonna go do it. Yeah.
Thank you!
Bless him.
Bye, Starbs. Bye.
Snalien
Why do they
does
want the
say
sun
to
to
Bay,
scream at us?
Sure.
Sunscreen, Mel says. It's to keep you from getting a sunburn.
Why would the sun burn me? Why is it screaming and burning? Do I have to fight it? I'll fight the sun.
I'll fight it with.
At this point, Mr. Grabby just kind of grabs one of the sunscreen, pours a massive dollop on his hand, and then uses a finger to just blop it on each of their noses, irregardless of what size they are. He's like, there, being responsible.
So here's the thing, Snalien's wearing their helmet. Does he do it on the front of their helmet?
Yes.
Yes!
Kip sneezes her load back. Mr. Grabby's fur.
There is visually no difference between regular Smudge and Smudge with sunscreen on.
Shorts Kid says, thanks, Grab Man.
No,
Thanks.
it's Mr.
Are
Grabby.
we calling him Mr. Grabman now?
No, you're not.
Oh, we're not.
More like Mr. Krabby.
I'm so irritated at the fact that so much of my performance into my expression, which doesn't cross in an audio thing, but it's just like, you know what? It's the very much expression of, you know what? I'll take it. It's better than Grabman. Okay, fine.
Grab Man!
You can at least pretend it's the right word.
Grab Man!
Oh god. If you guys call him that, he just straight up won't respond to it, by the way. You're welcome
No,
to
that's
try.
fine. It's just funny, also crabby. Crab.
Mr. Krabby, why are you so angry?
Can
Do
we
you
help?
wanna what do you wanna do? We could do a thing. Sometimes doing something different cheers me up. What do you wanna do? We did arts and crafts already. Well, not all arts and crafts, but we did a craft.
Well, we did.
But we could do it again because you weren't there for that part. Do you feel like you missed out?
What I would love to do is go back to my nap, but I don't think I'm going to be managing that with you guys crawling on
so
me. And I'm just like, he lifts up his arms.
That's not one
and,
of the
like,
activities,
tails,
though.
You guys are all attached.
Yeah, Kip is
You know what?
definitely attached to one arm.
Yeah.
Shorts Kid is still holding his tongue because he's soft.
You know what? You guys do what you want to do, and I will supervise, seeing as that's meant to be my job after all.
Soft.
Smudge is probably just running in circles around him.
God, Mel says, okay, everybody, stop where you are.
Kip just kind of freezes.
Okay, can everybody please get in a
Smudge
nice...
freezes mid-hop.
Can everybody get in a nice, tidy line? You too, Mr. Krabby.
Kip kind of reluctantly lets go of Mr. Krabby and gets down and into a line.
DJ Moves, by the by, has gotten into a line without being prompted.
Okay, so now we're all gonna vote on what we want to do. Again, you guys all heard Bay, right?
Yes, we did.
We can go on a nature walk, we can play a camp game, or we can do some more arts and crafts. So everybody make a vote. We have 4 children here, and that means that even if all of you vote for one thing, we'll still end up with, like, something to do, because, 3 + 1 is 4, yada, yada, yada. So what do you want to do?
Can I vote last? I don't really care.
Okay, if you don't really care, then, yes.
I'm happy.
And Snalien smiles and shows off her teeth.
Kip
Okay.
is impressed.
Shorts Kid says, I kind of want to do more arts and crafts.
I can do arts and crafts.
And like Kip like looks out at like the surrounding like area of the camp, like she was so impressed with earlier, and kind of goes, I don't care. Yep.
Are you sure you don't care? You can have it. You can have an opinion.
Can I insight check that?
Yeah, go ahead.
While you're making the roll, I'm just gonna like in the background, Mr. Grabby picks up Snalien and holds Snalien up to his face and just like, you're pretty terrifying,
damn.
kid.
Yeah.
I like that. And then puts Snail back down on the line.
Why, thank you!
Okay, yeah, you can definitely tell that Kip does indeed care. She cares quite a bit. She wants to go on that nature walk, considering how she keeps looking out at like the amazing scenery around. But she's gotta hold up onto that cool thing. She's been letting it drop. She's been letting it slide.
Okay, so Melanie goes, and this is why we have several people to watch all of our kids. Okay, to everybody who wants to do arts and crafts, please go with Mr. Grabby to the craft cabin. And everybody else, we will be going on the nature hike, so just follow me.
We have to split up?
Don't worry, it'll be okay. I'll go on the nature hike. Kip, can I write on your head? I really like writing on people's heads, but it's okay if you say no because I can slide.
It's okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't care. And then
Okay,
like she
cool.
kind of scoops Snalien up with her tail and plops her onto top of her head.
Okay, so Mel says, okay, everybody's got their sunscreen, everybody's got their stuff. I have snacks with me here and water bottles. Okay, we're going to go out on a nature hike, and we'll all meet back up here after our nature hike and our arts and crafts, and if we still have time, we can play a camp game before we go to bed.
That'll be so much fun!
Okay.
Yippee!
Okay. So, and Mel leads Kip and Snalien away to join the rest of the groups who voted for a nature hike. And Shorts Kid and Smudge both turn to look directly at Mr. Grabby. And Shorts Kid takes Grabby's hand and says,
Smudge takes the other hand.
time for arts and crafts.
Oh no! Why couldn't I go to the forest? He takes like as you guys are just dragging the screen.
Yeah. With that, like with the way that you're like whatever. That's we pull you.
Yeah. He's screaming as he is dragged to the arts and crafts cabin.
Can't even claw on the ground because you're grabbing his hands.
Yep.
Oh, he's gonna have so much paint just all over him.
Yeah.
It's going to be a horrifying
I'm thinking glitter.
Glitter.
Makeover. It's just gonna turn into a makeover.
Where did moves go?
I think he's just still standing there.
Oh my god.
The party split up.
Darling, he's just hanging out at the campfire for whenever each of the groups comes back. Don't worry about him.
AKA Mr. Grabby ended up getting suckered out of the thing he wanted to do, which was just napping by the campfire.
Grabby is going to put glitter glue in his hair the first chance he gets. And when I say he's going to dump an entire bottle of glitter glue in Moose' hair.
Oh, in Moose' hair. I thought you meant his own hair. Okay.
No. I realized that's why I restated it. Oh wait, pronouns. No. Moose is gonna get glitter.
Okay, so we're
Moose
going to
would probably like it, honestly.
We're going to head to Snalien, Kip, and Mel, and they are currently going on a nature check. You guys are exploring the woods. You are having a very good time, and it is gorgeous out here. There are plenty of trees to climb. The scenery is lush and green.
The heck was that?
That's my phone.
Oh my god!
Or some sort of
The water is lovely and smooth and glassy, and you guys are currently walking around the northern coast of the lake, and you're having a good time. You're looking around, and I need everybody to make a nature check.
Kip, what's your favorite part of nature in the whole wide world?
I like hunting stuff.
Ooh! Is that why you keep on pouncing on my silent images? Is it like practice?
What? What the Kip?
Kip got a nat 1.
Kip got a nat 1 on that nature check.
Oh,
boy.
God.
Okay.
Oh,
Snail,
Well,
you're
yeah.
fine because you're on Kip's head. But, Kip, you are wandering around and you're just so distracted by the beauty and bounty of nature that you walk directly into a rather sinister-looking shrub.
Ah!
Hey, help! We gotta get you out of here!
Like Kip is like biting at the shrub, like, ow, it's biting me, I'm biting back.
I need you to make a dex save, please.
Okay.
Mel, help!
Mel rushes over, and this is going to give you advantage on that dex save if you need
Okay.
it.
Well, I got a 16, which is pretty good. Okay, we'll take the 16.
Okay, so Mel helps you out, and but with her flippers, it's kind of hard, but she manages to get some leverage to take you out. But she also is wearing an expression that's like, oh man, bad. And she says, "Oh, I told you guys to stay on the trail. Oh."
We were trying to. I asked a question. I'm sorry. I distracted Kip. It was my fault.
No,
Bush had it coming.
it's okay. It's just that's not the type of bush you want to pick a fight with. Let's see. Snalien, you look like you know a little bit about nature.
Uh-huh.
What plant follows the rule of leaves of 3, leave them be?
It's one of the poisons. It's poison oak or poison ivy. I always get the things confused. Sorry, but it's one of those two.
Regardless, you're right. And, Kip, you might need some calamine lotion.
Is it gonna affect though? She has skills though.
It's magic cartoon poison oak. You get the signs of having poison oak no matter what.
Oh, that's
Just
so
very
gross.
itchy, basically.
Yeah, you get itchy and you get like bumps, hives.
Oh, fun. Yeah, so
Now
just
don't
periodically
scratch
on the
it.
hike.
Whatever you do, don't scratch it.
No, she's totally
was in your
scratching it.
mouth.
She did. She bit it. She bit the shrub.
Okay, I have a question, real quick. I have protection from poison. May I cast that to neutralize the poison oak?
Yes, you may actually. That you've solved my poison oak puzzle.
Okay, and the fun thing is that's one of my 2 second level spells, so I'm now going to be at a disadvantage.
Oh no.
And yet, yes, I am casting it.
Oh.
Snalien pats Kip on the head where they were, so they know that it's not part of the poison. And as they could cast protection of poison, they're like, "Ancient vines of earth and snow, please let my friend dear Kip go." And the hive starts slowly calming down. For the next hour, you also have advantage on saving throws against being poison, and you're resistant to poison damage.
Hey, that's awesome. Like Kip was kind of scratching with her hind leg like a dog, and then pauses. It's like, huh.
And that's
Hey.
why we all need to stay on the path. I'm very glad that you guys didn't run into something else like Poison Joke, though. That's worse.
Oh, poison joke is
no.
so much worse. Don't worry,
poison
we'll
joke?
stay carefully on the path from now on.
Okay,
Oh,
good
okay.
job. So we're going to finish up our nature hike, And just remember, it's important to keep an eye on where you're going, or you'll end up in a bush.
Like Kip was like side-eyeing the bush. She wants revenge.
She can. She has protection from poison right now.
Okay, so you know what? Like, she waits until, like, Mel's not looking, and then she spits a firebolt at the bush.
The bush catches fire.
Kip is pleased.
This is fine.
Snalien, by the by, is currently on Mel's flipper, so Snalien does not see this.
The bush is still on fire.
Okay, she waits for a few
This
more
is fine.
seconds, just to, like, let the bush really know who's boss, and then she uses prestidigitation to put it out.
Okay, thank you, because I didn't want to have to make you roll for if you started a fucking forest fire.
I literally looked at Snalien and say, "Do you smell smoke?"
We'd have to get Pokey the bear in here.
Very good.
Okay, so Kip
Very
moves.
good.
You guys enjoy the rest of your nature hike, and you're closer as friends.
Aw.
Ah,
So now we go back to arts and crafts, where arts and crafts today is making friendship bracelets.
Good news about Mr. Grabby is he's kind of essentially a ghost, so it's not like he has lungs, so he can keep that up fucking forever.
But all of you get to make friendship bracelets, and Shorts Kid is super McFucking into this. So I need everybody to make a charisma roll. This includes Shorts Kid.
Does everybody
Charisma.
define everybody?
Everybody who's arts and crafting.
Okay, cool.
Perfectly average.
Okay, so Shorts Kid is weaving their amount of friendship bracelets. Shorts Kid is making one for everyone, including Mr. Grabby, but his is more like a rope. So, and Smudge, you're working on your friendship bracelets too, but you've never made a friendship bracelet before, so this is kind
No,
of...
I've never made one.
Yeah, it's
I
kind of
don't
hard
think I'm
to
gonna
do.
get as many done as Shorts Kid in this period of time.
Yeah, and Mr. Grabby, you are putting the bare minimum of effort into this bracelet. You're basically just tying a string into a loop.
Yeah, pretty much. It's not even a very good knot. He used, like, the worst granny knot he possibly could. And, like, but no, it's a bit of string that can fit around someone's wrist. It's a friendship bracelet. Take it, kid.
Yeah,
So
but
he cannot?
Shorts Kid has made all of these bracelets, and then gives one to Smudge, and gives one to Mr. Grabby, the big one that looks like rope, and says, "Here you go."
Thank you.
Smudge's is
Smudge
white.
gives Shorts Kid one of the ones that they made.
Shorts Kid beams and puts on that friendship bracelet, and now Mr. Grabby and Smudge, what are your worst attributes?
Strength.
Mr. Grabby, you get a +1 to strength if you wear that bracelet Shorts Kid made you.
Now, is this, like, I'm guessing it's a +1 to my my actual strength stat as opposed to my modifier? In which case, it will make no difference to me. So I think he's going to refuse to wear it.
No, it's to your modifier, so it counts as a +2 overall.
Okay, fine, he'll wear it, but just because it, like, looks like this kid's going to start crying if he doesn't.
Very good. So now, instead of a -1 to strength, now you just have a straight up 0 on strength.
Amazing! Oh, what an amazing bonus.
Yep. And Smudge, what is your worst attribute?
Guess who has a normal intelligence now?
I can't believe this bracelet made Smudge smarter.
I can do math suddenly!
So, you guys are
This
wearing...
is what numbers look like?
So, Short Skin is wearing what is clearly a bracelet that, 2 bracelets from the both of you that are just very poorly made. And the 2 of you are wearing actually pretty well-made friendship bracelets. And Short Skin has a couple more stashed away because, hell, if they're not gonna give a tiny friendship bracelet to Snail and maybe like a horn bracelet for Kip. And
that's good.
yeah, so all of you
Listen,
have...
Smudges is messy, but not for lack of trying.
So all of you have successfully created your friendship bracelets at Arts and Crafts.
Yay!
Yay! It wasn't
Mr.
for lack
Grabby,
of... Go
Mr.
ahead.
Grabby is just happy that this did not involve paint or glitter or glue or anything like that. He can deal with string.
He
Good
has
for him.
string just tangled in his fur.
Oh God, no.
Hang on, really quick.
Great, Mr. Grabby.
It wasn't...
Turn him into the friendship bracelet.
He is just
The
a
bracelet-
large friendship
Nope.
bracelet.
Just attach them all up his tail. He's doomed.
Aw. The bracelet that Smudge made was messy, but not for lack of trying, more for lack of tying.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry I delayed you getting that pun out, Mock.
That's so good. Okay.
I'm patiently waiting my turn, the most expectant, the most excited expression on my face.
Okay, so you guys have all succeeded at your nature hike, you've succeeded at arts and crafts, and now you are all going to head back to the campfire because it's time for camp games and also to, reunite the party. Woo! And
Woo!
I'm going to clarify some game mechanics is that every day of this 3-day trip, there is going to be 3 activities you can do. And today those were nature hike, camp games, and arts and crafts. Depending on which ones you want to do, you can choose to split the party, so you can do all of them. You can choose to not split the party, so you can do 2 of them. And just determining which ones that you want to do will give you bonuses and clues to the overall mystery happening in the game.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
I like this.
So
You
today...
wanted that- Sorry.
Today, I just gave you guys buffs for this. On your nature hike, now Snail and Kip have better rapport with each other. They are better friends now. And arts and crafts, if you succeeded a charisma roll of 14, you got a cool friendship bracelet, which by the power of friendship, then you got +1 to your modifier of whatever aspect that you needed buffed the most. So basically, if you had a -1 to strength or intelligence, now you just have a normal score for that. Just because...
Finally normal.
Yeah, I figured people might need a little bit of help with that because I'm going to do my damnedest to not get any children here hurt.
Well,
Nice.
That's fine. No one's gonna get hurt. All Mr. Grabby needs to do is cast Firestorm, and then everyone will be perfectly safe. The entire forest will be in fire, but everyone will be safe.
Okay, so all of you guys have headed back to the campfire. DJ Moves is asleep next to the campfire. He's snoring he's snoring and Grabby, you have never been more jealous in your entire fucking life.
I'm gonna.
Kip sees an opportunity to take out the terror.
I'm gonna cast Thunderclap 5 feet behind him, so it doesn't actually cause any damage. But thunderous sound can be heard up to 100 feet away, just to wake him up. Nice. Just to give him a nice wake up.
What on earth? I could have sworn that there would have been no thunderstorms. Everybody needs to get inside. Where's the rain?
Must have been a road cloud.
Did Smudge see that happen? Does Smudge know? Does Smudge understand that what just happened?
Yes.
Quite probably.
Okay, they're just gonna kind of push Mr. Grabby a little bit and say, "Hey, that was mean.
Don't know what you're talking about, kid. Didn't do anything.
It was mean."
You're right,
I'm mean.
darlings. That was mean, and not the way to treat a professional that you're working with, right, Mr. Grabby?
Not working with you voluntarily.
Doesn't matter, my dear. Shows that you can't hold a professional demeanor is all I'm saying.
As the two of them are bickering in the background, Mel is again gathering up the kids and saying, okay, so we have a camp game, and then it's dinner time, and then after that there is free time, and you guys get to go to bed after the free time, so don't worry about that. So we're going to play something called Blind Old Owl, and it's a game where one of you gets to be the blind old owl, and the goal is to snatch this marker, and she pulls out a bandana from in front of the blind old owl without being seen. We all start a fair distance away, and then you just slowly march forward and just try not to be seen. And we play this in the forest so that there are plenty of things to hide behind.
Should I be the blind old owl first because it's really hard to find me because I'm small?
I think that's a good idea.
Okay. And whoever wants to be blind old owl can be next. I just don't want to make it unfair because I'm really small and also, grayscale.
Okay, and Mel turns back to the still bickering Penguin and Snoodle and says, so do you two want to take your break now?
Please.
Well, I certainly can't work under these conditions, so...
You haven't been doing any work.
I have been making sure the perimeter is safe. I've been making sure the campfire hasn't gotten out of control.
You've been getting some sleep. Sorry, Al, if you don't interrupt us, we will just keep going.
Yeah, so Mel walks between you, and then with her little flippers just gently plaps her flipper on your arm, Mr. Grabby, and she says, yeah, you've been working hard today. Why don't you just take a little break, okay?
Finally, I actually get my vacation. And yeah, he's just gonna wander off.
Yeah.
Before he goes,
back
Kip
by
is gonna
dinner, okay?
Before he goes,
okay, Kip.
yeah.
You wanna go?
Before he goes, Kip nudges him in the side and says, "Good job, minion."
Kip also does not like him.
I don't know how to describe the expression on his face, other than what the fuck?
But no, she looks up at him very approvingly, like that was excellent. That was really good what you did to that penguin there. She is just so pleased with him.
He will figure out what this is later, but he knows he doesn't like the weird little white one, and he doesn't like the weird one with the weird shorts. Snail's alright, dragons. Yeah, but no, he's off. He came here to have a rest, and dealing with children is not a rest. So he's gone.
You gotta read your contracts before you sign them.
Never said anything about dealing with kids. Don't preach to Mr. Grabby about contracts.
We said you had to manage people, and what are children but very small people?
Children are annoyances.
Children are very small people.
Somewhere Tutu's kid says, hey! And then goes back to playing with snackers because, they don't even know why they felt compelled to say that.
Love it.
Okay, so now all the kids are playing Blind Old Owl. Snail is currently the owl. I need everybody to make a perception check.
Okay.
while they were
With
having
a
that
+1, so
conversation
6.
with those guys with the coworkers, I just want to say that Smudge was probably talking to like Shorts Kid, Snalien, and Kip, and just saying, "Blind Old Owl is a weird name for a game. I don't know any blind old owls. Do you?"
I mean, I know a lot of owls.
I know an owl who's legally blind. Does that count? You remember Patricia? Patricia's the nicest.
True, and I do think that counts because she has a guide dog and everything.
Yeah, that's right.
But is she old?
I mean,
Well-
she's older than us.
I guess
Yeah.
that does make her old.
That does make her old.
So, all of you are playing Blind Old Owl and just sort of shooting the breeze. And as you continue playing, more and more kids and their cabin leaders are joining you. So the game just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Kip and Snalien, you guys don't particularly notice anything but the game. But Shorts Kid and Smudge, you guys notice that you just noticed about 6 people come into the game, but now there's only 3 people playing. 3 people other than
3
yourselves,
total,
that
or-
is.
Okay.
So, 3 people are surprisingly and mysteriously unaccounted for.
They're very good at hiding.
I don't know if this... Is it hiding?
Wait,
And-
did we switch to hide and seek at some point?
No, we're still playing Blind Old Owl. We should be
mean,
able
you
to
gotta
see him.
Yeah, we gotta see. Well, you're not supposed to get seen.
Not
Hey,
by
are
the...
you guys hiding?
And
Oh, you're supposed to hide.
and nobody answers you. Ollie Oxenfree? Nobody comes out.
Like, Kip spits a firebolt up in the air to kind of like act like as a flare.
Did they get lost?
I don't know.
Hey, you guys!
Let's start looking, okay?
What's going on? Guys, I'm still blindfolded. What's up?
3 people from Camp Stickbug. They're from Cabin Stickbug. They're missing. They just came to join the game and now they're gone.
Are any of the
Maybe they're
counselors
just
here
really
with us?
good at hiding.
Yeah, the counselor from Cabin Stickbug came to join the game and they're missing.
Oh. Were they supposed to be like our adult supervision? Oh.
No, you also have Mel watching over you, and Mel hears this hullabaloo and comes over and says, what was with the fire?
People are missing.
What?
They're too good at hiding and we can't find them.
They're not really
I think they're
supposed
just
to...
gone.
They're gone? Okay, everybody, all the kids, you guys all need to stay here in a group. And, DJ Moves, I need you to, I need you to stay with the kids, and I'm going to quickly search around, to see if, maybe they just went back to their cabins, okay?
Okay, of course, darling. And does anybody want to make an insight check on DJ Moves real quick?
Sure.
Yep.
Make sure that's the right one for my insight, which is legendary.
Oh, dang. No
Holy shit.
kidding. Alright, so an
All right,
18
so
and a 24.
Kip and Smudge, you realize that DJ Moves actually isn't like acting because they're goofy at the moment. They're serious about this and they're trying to keep up their persona.
And Mel just nods and then goes and looks around the forest and she starts calling out for the Stickbug cabin members. And this continues for about 5 or 10 minutes, but nobody replies. It is quiet and the sun is starting to go down. It's starting to get dark. And it feels weird. Because you could have sworn that it was sunny and bright and safe earlier, but now you know that people have disappeared and you can't see Mel anymore.
Mel, darling, I think we should go back and report this. I believe that's what protocol says.
Nobody answers you.
All right, kids, we're going to all stay together. Don't worry.
Smudge
let's-
immediately runs toward the woods. We can't leave a cabin member behind!
We're not going to.
We're all in Cabin Dragon! We gotta go find her!
Shorts Kid grabs Smudge's hand and sort of digs into the ground to keep him from running off.
Capetta's gonna sniff at the ground.
Okay, Capetta, can you please make an investigation check?
Okay. Oh, that is the wrong channel, but that was a 12.
Okay, so you don't really smell anything, because, like, this isn't something you smell, but you do get sort of, you're a dragon, you're connected to nature, and you do get the feeling that something isn't right, because, it's quiet, like, quiet as in, you know how earlier I described quiet as you could still hear birds and bugs and all that sort of stuff? It is silent. There's no birds.
I don't like this.
There's no bugs. It's just quiet except for the rustle of leaves, and that's just due to the wind.
I want to go to the cabin.
I think we should all go to the cabin. Now listen, everyone. We have a protocol for what we do when people wander off. It's going to be all right. I can take care of this, and we're all going together to the cabin.
I don't think they wandered off. Like, a bunch of people don't just wander off like that.
They might have found something incredibly cool. Don't worry about it. Let's go. All right, let's go.
Shorts Kid then just looks out over the distance and tries to focus, but they're already being pulled out of the woods and they can't quite see it. So their Arcana check doesn't go as well as they thought, but against the backs of the trees, they can see a bunch of graying silhouettes that just fade back into normal colors as they are all brought back to Dragon Cabin.
Oh, the spoops! Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Ow,
All
what
right,
have you
now
done?
everybody, let's all be a big hassle and wake up Mr. Grabby so he can watch you while I enact protocol. Considering you guys' great insight rolls before, Smudge and Kip, you guys can tell that DJ Moves is being silly. Again, entirely to keep up the act around the kids. He has now gone to worried.
Like, Kip kind of perks up a little at the thought of bothering Mr. Grabby, but still very worried, and she just kind of quietly nods and, like, goes to search for Mr. Grabby.
Mr. Grabby, I would say, you went into the forest, but, like, you saw the flare when Kip shot it off, and I don't know about you, but, like, a sudden flare of fire in the woods is usually a bad thing. So, are you wrestling with your conscience, like, better go help the kids, or you're just like, no, they'll be fine?
I, as, like, Kai, the person, would like to go, like, no, I've got to go help the kids. Mr. Grabby, on the other hand, goes, they've got, like, 3 adults with them, including that asshole Moves. He can handle things, it's fine. So, he may have wandered into the forest at first, that was mostly just to get away from everyone else. When everyone else wandered off, he came back, he's, like, on the edge of the lake, he's found, like, a little lounge thing he can lie on. He's got sunglasses and a fruity drink, and he's just finally getting his vacation.
Oh,
Can Mr. Grabby roll perception, please?
I'm absolutely amazing at that, yes, sure.
I
That's a
just noticed
13?
your name change.
And with that, Mr. Grabby, you also notice the complete lack of sound. There are no crickets, there are no birds, and it's getting dark.
There is gonna be a moment where he kind of just, like, pulls the sunglasses down to look over it, to have a proper look. Is it like, alright, is it the sunglasses making things dark, or is it actually like this? Sunglasses up again, down again, up again. Not his problem.
Okay, and then.
But
Can I say
you do
Kip
know
is-
that something is wrong, and that's where I'm gonna leave it. Is something is wrong and it feels bad, but you're really used to ignoring the bad feels.
He lives in like a massive spooky forest. He knows that they are just like this is like a normal everyday to him. It's just, oh, this isn't like his forest anymore. It's a different spooky forest. It's fine. It's fine.
These are not my bad feels. This is not my beautiful forest.
So, you guys, you all head back to your cabin, and you wait. Mr. Grabby is not there, and DJ Moves is out and about, and trying to find someone to help you guys, get back, and trying to talk to the other cabin leaders. And Shorts Kid notices that it is food time, and none of you guys have been fed, so they just sort of they grab one of Kip's horns, and they grab one of Smudge's hands, and they say, we're all gonna hold hands, and we're gonna go to the cafeteria.
Okay, what?
Okay.
Okay.
My mom said we shouldn't leave.
He's not gonna be back soon enough, though, and I know we're all hungry.
But we can't. Mom said we shouldn't leave.
We could leave
Snalien
him
at
a
this
note.
point is a
We could
lot
leave a
more
note.
alarmed than you would think she would be because some people wandered off.
Kip is hungry. She's like, let's write him a note. We'll tell him where we went.
Okay, we'll write him a note, and we'll only be gone long enough to get food, and then we'll come straight back.
That sounds okay.
Promise?
We promise. We're not gonna hang out there for any longer than we need to. We're just gonna get, supplies. Yeah, we're gonna get supplies so we can camp out here, and they kind of seem at a loss for words. Not be hungry?
Okay. Okay, if you promise.
I promise, and they hold up a pinky.
Snalien takes the pinky. The pinky promise has been made.
The pact is sealed. So, all of you guys, you are now all holding hands, horns, whatnot, and you are all in a large chain link, and you're walking very carefully and very quietly to the cafeteria. And the cafeteria, the lights are on inside, and you've all approached, and you walk up, and you come in, and it's bright because the lights are still on, the fluorescent lighting is on, and now there's at least some sort of background noise, and it's a little bit relieving. But immediately you guys head for the sandwiches, which are already prepared and on the counter, but untouched. And Shorts Kid just sort of grabs a bunch of bags of chips and says, "Okay, someone's got to go get the juice boxes, okay?"
Okay.
We should do it as a pair. We shouldn't be alone.
Okay, Snalien on my head.
Okay, if you're sure.
I'll stay here with Smudge, and the juice boxes are just in the fridge.
Okay, but don't move. Okay, we're gonna go right back.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Wait, is there any way? Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is there any way that I could do like a sleight of hand to try to slip a decently but not greatly made friendship bracelet onto Kip's wrist while we were holding hands?
Yes, you can. And I'm not even going to say it was sleight of hand or anything like that. I'm going to say that you went over to Kip and you took their little dragon hand and your big meaty paw, and you slipped the friendship bracelet onto their arm.
Oh, excellent.
And Kip had a moment where she was just like, "Oh God, this is the best," but she couldn't say it. This is the best. She couldn't say it. Thanks. It's cool, I guess.
So, Shorts Kid is currently carrying a large platter of sandwiches above their head, one of the 3 made for each cabin, and Smudge, you're holding the bags of chips they picked up before, and Snalien and Kip, you guys have found the juice boxes. You have grabbed them, and you are heading back into the main cafeteria room. Everyone is there.
I'm gonna make a perception check.
Okay, make a perception check.
Did we see anyone on our way here or to the cabin?
No, but you did see people hiding inside of their cabins.
Oh.
Okay, I got an 18. What's that get me?
That gives you that, it's, for the most part, it's safe in here, but you can see, against the wall, you can see a gray outline. And it's the outline of a leopard seal.
Mel? Mel, is that your shadow?
What are you
It
talking
doesn't-
about, Snalien?
It doesn't move. It's frozen in spot.
There. I don't
Is
like
it on the wall, or is it kind of like it's in the middle of the room?
It's kind of like a sort of 3D gray shape. Like where a person should be, where they would take up space is this 3D gray sort of like see-through block.
Okay, a little freaked out, but more curious and trying to be brave for Snalien snake. She walks up to it and sniffs around it, trying to get an idea. Is this something that's magical?
Yes, it is. You can make an Arcana check if you like think that'll do something for it.
Okay.
Yeah, and Shorts Kid is also in the room with you because now you guys have all of your 3 food groups, and Shorts Kid is also going to make another Arcana check, but specifically on this thing.
Oh,
That won't
that's
do
a
it.
math. Okay, yeah, Kip got a 13.
Yeah, Shorts Kid can't figure this thing out, but Kip, you're looking at it and you're sniffing, and it feels just so empty. It feels like a placeholder, like someone just sort of put something in its space, like an IOU for like if someone just snatched a person out and then placed an IOU on where they were supposed to exist. And it kind of smells like smoke. And you realize you have smelled this smell before. You smelled this smell when you were playing Blind Old Owl.
I think this is what happened to those guys in the woods. I think this is what happened to Mel.
I think.
I don't. What is it though?
I don't know. It's like somebody's supposed to be here, but this is just something left behind.
And Shorts Kid's eyes widen and they go, "That sounds like space magic, but space magic hasn't been working right."
What's space magic?
It's something that Shorts Kid and Tutu Kid used. Hey, Shorts Kid, if space magic wasn't working right and somebody who didn't know it tried to use it, would it do something like this?
It might, but it's also, if you use it wrong, or if you use it in a way that's supposed to hurt other people, this can be what happens, because space is an intrinsic part of all of us. We are all made up of things that take up space and are linked to where we are and who have we been. So it's just weird, but it looks like someone took someone else's space. They just took
Someone's trying
it.
to hurt people? Someone's trying to hurt people?
And they're in our camp.
Capetta's gonna sniff around again just to see if she can, I don't know, get a sense of who was in here. If somebody was in the camp hurting people, maybe she can pick up their scent elsewhere.
Okay, that's straight up an investigation check.
Okay, well, let's try it again. Okay, come on, investigation.
Smudge definitely like takes a calming like breath.
Okay, that's a 4.
You can't get a good smell. All you can smell are sandwiches.
Because Kip is so hungry at this point. I
Yeah.
don't like it.
So, Shorts Kid says, we have food, and I think we need to make good on our agreement earlier. We all need to go back to our cabin, and we need to wait for DJ moves.
We should go.
Yeah, so
Okay.
all of you resume at least having a hand on the other. If you can't hold hands right now because they're full, you at least all try to walk closely enough together that you're touching each other with some part of your body, leg, arm, wrist, elbow.
Yeah.
So you guys make it back to your cabin mostly unscathed. You almost tripped over a rock, but like that was more of a usual scary thing than an unusual scary thing. And
Almost dropped the sandwiches.
yeah.
Not the sandwiches.
And Shorts Kid on the way back to the cabin took some of the sandwiches and distributed them to the other cabins because she knows the other kids in the cabins must be hungry.
I love.
Short Kid is so good.
Oh, such a precious bab.
Can I be just keeping an eye out, like around, because we haven't seen Mr. Krabby in a while, and any of the other counselors either, and I want to see if I can find them.
Yes,
like as
you
we're
can.
walking back.
Yeah, that's perception.
Perception. I keep forgetting. It's just the one roll you make over and over again. Oh, great. It's a 10.
So you don't spot anyone, but you don't particularly lose track of anyone either.
Okay.
So you guys all head back into your cabin and you eat and you wait. And then the official time for dinner rolls around, and Mr. Grabby, remember, you were told to, get back by dinner time.
Yeah, I think by that point then, Mr. Grabby would have realized, okay, this is definitely dark, and he can't quite, at this point, he can't tell whether it's like the dark of nighttime or dark of something spooky, but like his stomach is rumbling, so fine, it's time for dinner, and he heads back into the center of camp, fully expecting to see people going about and getting things ready, because like hell is he doing any of the work of actually getting dinner ready. That's probably the point where he realizes that there's absolutely nobody here. So, hello? Hello?
Minion, get over here!
Question, are all the kids swarming towards him, or is he expected to go over to them?
He's expected to go over to them because they're currently, like, hiding in the cabin, all pressed up against it, the door, and they're just like, Mr. Grabby, you gotta come here!
Okay, he comes over. He's definitely not in any hurry, as he just kind of floats over and goes like, what's going on, kids?
Bad magic.
Where's everyone?
Everybody's
magic.
disappearing, and we found the outline of a guy like a space bar thing, which is all Shorts Kid knows, but space things aren't working anymore, and I don't like it. I want to go home.
There's a bully here, and they're trying to hurt people.
I think this is the point in which, like, Mr. Grabby is gonna have, like, another look around and I have another just general feel of things, see if he can work out the vibe of the place, because, yeah, he's aware that things are wrong. This time he's trying to measure how wrong. What would I roll?
Mr. Grabby, please make an Arcana check.
Oh, yeah, I'm absolutely astounding at that as well. It's a +1, and that's a 5.
You're feeling the same thing that Shorts Kid is feeling, in that you know something isn't right, and you know something's off, and you know it's space magic, but you don't know what the hap is fucking here. Like, you're just like, this doesn't feel like Tutu Kid and Shorts Kid's usual brand of magic, and this doesn't feel like Inkwell's usual brand of magic, so you're completely out of your depth. You have no idea what's going on.
Can Snalien try an Arcana check?
Yes, please try an Arcana check. If you would like to. Anybody who wants to make an Arcana check can make an Arcana check.
I got a 12. That's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
So, you...
Kip!
Jeez, Kip. But
yeah.
21.
Kip, now that you have a sandwich in your stomach, you can smell better.
Mhm.
Because, like, finally you're not starving hungry anymore. And, Snail, you're just sort of trying to think of... It's space magic, but it's bad space magic. Like, someone else is taking up their space. Someone is taking space. And you're just like, Snail, your eyes snap open and you go, where's the space going?
Where is the space going?
And Kip, you think about this and you're like, yeah, wait a second. If someone is taking space, you can't make space or get rid of space. Space can only, like, exist in, like, a transient state of, like, matter. Like, you gotta do something with it. So if people are disappearing, where's the rest of them?
If they're disappearing, does that mean that they're reappearing somewhere else?
Exactly, and the two of you are having basically a Galaxy Brain jam session of figuring out that all these people who are disappeared are being, at some form, or at least they should be, being put somewhere else.
So what we gotta do is we find the somewhere else and we find them and then we just like reunite them with their like space.
Yeah, but it's magic, so it might be more complicated than that.
Alright, wait. Back up, everyone. Alright. People disappearing,
Yes.
places all spooky,
Uh-huh.
probably something evil out there?
Yeah.
Probably.
Right then, we're out of here. And he's going to kind of just shuffle you guys all into the center of the cabin where you're standing, and he's going to pull out some chalk just out of his hammer space and start drawing a massive circle around you.
Ian, what are you doing?
He's I'm not sure if any of you would recognize, actually, any of you roll Arcana again to see if you recognize what he's doing, but he's starting to cast Teleportation Circle.
That's a dirty 20.
Snalien, you realize it straight away, and Kip, you're pretty sure this is kind of familiar. Smudge, sadly, you're just sure this looks like a very fancy circle.
Oh,
Yeah,
don't
I mean,
you
regardless.
dare! Snalien slimes over one line
Yeah.
and says, first of all, there's all of the other cabins, but second of all, we have to do something about the people who got disappeared.
We can't leave them behind.
The space bars.
No, we don't. That's not my job. I'm not paid to be here. I'm not paid to do any of this stuff. If my vacation's ruined, I am out of here, and I will at least do the nice thing and bring you with.
No, you're in Cabin Dragon. You're in Cabin Dragon. You put your hand on the sign. We have to go find them.
You signed the pact.
Yeah, and as the only adult here, I'm taking all you, everyone else in my pact, I'm getting you out of here, okay? That's a good thing, right? Yeah, this is what I'm meant to do.
No, it's not a good thing. We're leaving everybody behind.
Why are you being so mean?
I don't think we should leave anybody behind. But
And
I
the
also
people
don't
who
think
stayed
it's a good idea to stay here.
So we gotta get everybody out. Make a big
We gotta go look then.
But also,
Kip is...
teleporting is big magic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Teleporting is hard to do. I know because I have magic shoes and they only let me do it once, like, every long rest or so, which can be, like, every other day. So, like,
You only sleep every other day?
I'm not healthy. Anyway,
No, you promised.
look, I haven't been sleeping good lately, okay? It's not
Like,
my
Kip-
fault. I was
Kip
excited
is
for
sharing a look
camp.
with Smudge. Like,
Did you need me to sleep with you? You know I can do that.
No, it's just I was excited for camp and then I couldn't fall. Anyway, okay. Mr. Grabby, if you can do teleport, that means you're like really magically strong, right?
Yeah. And?
That means that if we brought you with us, you could watch our backs and beat up anything that tried to hurt us, right?
Like, this is the point where, I'm good. Like, Mr. Grabby's finally taking like a proper look at Short's kid. Before it was kind of just tolerating their existence, and now it's okay. This kid wants to go running headfirst into trouble. Wait a minute. That sounds kind of familiar. And he leans all the way down, gets like face to face with Short's kid, looks them up and down, just going like, "You're Angie's kid, aren't you?"
And Short's kid goes, "Yeah, I'm a lot of people's kid. I'm Short's kid." And they do a little flourish.
That's the point, or this is the point where it's like it's a face journey, an emotional face journey going on here, because it's like skepticism of, oh no, of course you are, then, heck, this is the engineer's kid, and, right, well, I'm going to do the only sensible thing here, and goes back to shoving everyone together and trying to fill the teleport circle, because he is not getting in trouble with the engineer.
No, you don't! Snalien slimes over the chalk line again.
You're just gonna be wasting chalk if you keep trying to do this. You gotta listen to us.
I am not getting any of you in trouble. I am not letting you run into trouble. I am not going to be putting you in trouble myself. I am getting you out of trouble. That is the thing I was told to do.
So you're saying you'll get us out of trouble if we get into trouble?
I don't like you, kid.
And Short's kid grabs a juice box, slams it on the floor, and yells, "Scatter!"
I was waiting for the moment to announce that Smudge was gonna just bolt.
All the kids, just like in Ratatouille, they all run in different directions. All the kids are yelling, and they all run in different directions.
Snalien is absolutely using silent image to further obscure things. So, like, they kept a silent image of them right where they were when they fled. They have a silent image of Smear climbing on the bed. They have a silent image of Short's kid running to the back of the cabin while everybody's flooding the front of the cabin.
Smudge has definitely done Expeditious Retreat.
Oh,
Just
nice.
booking it.
Kip has gone on the attack, on the other hand. She is climbing up to Grabby's back and is attempting to, I don't know, grab his neck, like the scruff of his neck.
He's going to grab the scruff of your neck right back, I hope you realize. And he has the height advantage. So he's gonna hold you. Look around where everyone else is. I'm guessing you're clawing at his arm while this is going. And just look around where everyone else is just in like, yeah, so there he is then. And out the door to go and try and follow everyone else, not putting Kip down.
Okay, so everybody, we're all outside now, and all of the other kids who aren't Kip and aren't currently being physically restrained by Mr. Grabby, you have all formed a tight-knit group. You are a unit, and you're going exploring, and also you have a big guard dog who is also a snoodle following you, so it's fine. Everything's gonna be fine, and you're gonna find who did this and what's wrong, and you're gonna see what's happening, okay?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Snalien is going to be attempting to cast a spell, but go ahead and keep talking because I haven't figured out which yet.
Okay, so,
Who needs a dumb Mr. Krabby anyway. He's a big bully. I don't like him. I thought I liked him, but I don't like him.
Does Mr. Krabby count as a medium creature, or is he a large creature?
he's probably large.
Okay. She's
Yeah.
gonna cast Gust at him anyway. It's a cantrip.
Yep.
Do I have to roll to resist this?
No, it's not a. It's a cantrip. It only, like, if he was medium or smaller, it would push him like 5 feet away. But since he's holding Kip, Kip would just go with him.
Yeah, but I mean, like, in terms of if you're trying to distract me, do I roll? Like, I'm gonna roll a wisdom save, if that's okay, just to see if you manage to distract me enough for me to drop you.
Okay, that's fine.
That was a 6. I drop you.
Short's kid is now looking around and finds a list on the ground. And it says on it, need, and underneath it says, sunglasses, hat, band-aids, sunscreen, and then underneath those 4 items, it says something that nobody else has. And if you look at this list, it is a scavenger hunt list.
Got hair in my mouth. Ugh, kid, what was that?
Like, Kip is like...
What was the... Can you say the list one more time?
A pair of sunglasses, a hat,
Okay.
a box of Band-Aids, sunscreen, and something that nobody else has. So, it's not too hard to find the first 4 items, but the last one's going to be a little tricky. So you guys need to roll an investigation check and try to find all of the items.
I would like to point out that Mr. Grabby probably still has sunglasses perched on his head from when he was relaxing earlier.
Yeah, if you
Probably
yell
put
that
them
out
away.
to Kip, she's gonna try and retrieve those.
Yep.
We just do the thing again where we just turn around simultaneously, looking at them.
Yep.
Hey, Mr. Krabby. Mr. Krabby.
He's not gonna respond.
Okay,
I
Kip,
hope you know that if you hadn't thrown your hat in the lake, we could have just asked for that hat rather than your special bowler hat.
You stupid hat.
Oh, we can just go fish that one out.
Like him right now.
Okay, I'm gonna go look for Band-Aids and sunscreen, and you guys can have your big argument.
No,
you're
you're not going anywhere.
Oh yeah, don't split the group. I keep forgetting. I'm used to
The
doing
moment-
stuff on my own.
The moment you try and walk away again, like Mr. Grabby's hand just comes, picks you up, and plonks you back down with the rest of the group. He's like as reluctant as he is to continue this adventure. He would just like to leave. He's not letting any of you split up. He's keeping an eye on all of you.
Okay,
Minion,
so
we need those sunglasses.
Yeah, fine, whatever. Plonks them on your head.
Yes.
we now have a pair of sunglasses.
If we go to the lake, we can get Mr. Grabby's hat without making him give us the special bowler hat, which he probably won't give us because he's being mean.
I definitely won't give it to you because I'm being mean.
And we can
See, I told
probably
you.
find sunscreen there too.
Yeah. Lake time. But we gotta stick together.
Yeah. You guys
Okay.
you guys all head for the lake. Everybody's holding hands. Mr. Grabby, everybody's also holding Mr. Grabby's hands.
He will corral these kids if it is the death of him. Again.
Yeah. So all of you head up to the lake, and the lake is again smooth. It's utterly silent out here. It is so creepy. But like you guys eventually get to the beach, and you see the lounge chair that Mr. Grabby was using earlier. You see that his hat actually did not land in the water. It landed on the beach, and it's half buried in the sand right now. And there's also a bottle of sunscreen, but you can see that most of it is spilled out onto the ground because someone left the cap off.
I am casting perception.
You're casting perception?
I am casting perception.
Okay,
She's
just
got
checking.
those snail eyes peeping.
Okay, so
Can
Snail, you very
Can I just...
yes, go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna pat Snalien and give her guidance.
Oh,
I
that's
think
great.
You add a 1d4 to your any like check that you're doing.
Ah,
Nice.
it's only a 1, but thank you. That's
Now
still
it's a
14.
14. I forgot I had
That's
that.
great.
Yep. So you clearly find his junior counselor hat with the smiley face on it, and Shorts Kid runs over and picks it up, holds it up. Da 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 da! You got a hat. And you still need to find a box of Band-Aids and some sunscreen. You see the bottle of sunscreen, but again, most of it is empty. It's on the ground.
Does the sunscreen have to be in the bottle?
It doesn't.
It never says it does.
It just says you need
Didn't say
sunscreen.
that.
Hang on.
Could Kip... It says you can use prestidigitation to instantly clean or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot. Could she use that to get the sand out of the sunscreen and put it back in the bottle?
Yes, but you have to have to hold the sunscreen in your hands while it glorps back into the bottle.
Ooh.
Kip
It's okay,
don't
you can
mind.
just clean your hands afterwards.
Yeah,
Kip don't mind. She puts it in the bottle.
Yep. And now you have a halfway full bottle of sunscreen. And you still need to find a box of Band-Aids.
Mr. Grabby, you're a counselor. Do you not have a box of Band-Aids?
Why on earth would I? I
Do
don't
you know where the
You're a
first
counselor.
aid station is?
n- yeah,
Hang
I
on,
think I do.
Let's check the map. It doesn't have a first aid station.
Oh
I bet it's in the cafeteria.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
it has
that's-
the knives in
maybe.
there, and there's fire. I bet they have first aid there.
Okay,
Like-
so you guys have got the right idea. The first aid station, aka the nurse's office, is in fact in the same building that the cafeteria is on because it's the place that has the most direct access to plumbing. It's also where the bathrooms are located, so if anybody has to go...
I don't have to go. I mean it this time.
Well, I mean, we have to go, but not in that sense.
Shorts Kid runs in
I
and
kinda
uses the
have to
restroom real
go.
quick and then runs back out.
Yeah.
Go, Smear. You can go. I don't have to go.
And
You can't
Mr.
tell
Grabby,
me what to do.
Mr. Grabby, you're just waiting outside while these kids use the bathroom if they have to.
He's got like his arms crossed and like one claw's tapping against his arm. He can't tap his foot, but he can tap a finger against his arm, and he's not happy with this, but he's not going in there to like supervise whatever's going on. That's living people stuff. He's not dealing with that, thank you.
He doesn't have to
Smudge.
poop anymore.
Exactly. Much better way of living. Well, dying,
When
unliving.
Smudge is like, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
When Smudge is like done, I want to say, they are just giving Mr. Grabby the like continual stink eye, like this whole time.
Get him,
Are you
Smudge.
okay, Smudge?
Your eye's
Yeah.
kind of stinky.
Oh my god.
Sorry, that one got me.
Mr. Grabby's going to absolutely pretend not to pay any attention to what's going on. Like, he's going to pretend to completely ignore Smudge, but is secretly going to cast prestidigitation and make just like a puff of bad smell just appear where Smudge is standing.
Oh, you should at least say excuse me after you do that, Smudge.
Smudge does not answer, narrows their eyes further, and casts thaumaturgy, and makes a fart sound under Mr. Grabby's butt.
All of the kids turn their heads to look directly at Mr. Grabby with varying looks of horror on their faces.
Nice try,
just
kid. I don't
burned.
have a butt.
Kip just bursts out into laughter.
Well, then how did you fart then, Mr. Krabby?
I wasn't the one that farted, kid. Pretty sure that was you.
No, you did fart.
No,
I heard it. It came
it was
from
you. I heard you.
How about like this? And again, casts prestidigitation, like makes like a little bit of noise, and makes Smudge make a fart noise.
Fart,
Oh God! What did you even eat?
Guys, people could be dead.
He started it.
That's a very sobering thought, and it brings Shorts Kid out of their like, what the heck is happening type mood, and you immediately see a mood change, and Shorts Kid's like, right, okay, I'm gonna go get Band-Aids.
It could be, and stupid Mr. Krabby's not gonna help at all.
Excuse me, where do you think you got the sunglasses from?
Yeah, he already did help. We have to be fair.
Shorts Kid starts wandering off on their own to go get Band-Aids.
Minions go. He's.
You are not going on your own. Nope, nope, nope.
I mean, he's good at that. I mean, as minions go, he's not terribly useful, but he does have his uses.
He's
Not
also
even
very
Band-Aid.
soft.
That too.
He can catch us if we fall or something. We have to be faster at this. We're not making enough progress. People could get really hurt if we don't move.
Yeah, Shorts Kid grabs Mr. Grabby's little, like, mitten hand claw thing, and then starts tugging him along to the nurse's station, because apparently they're not allowed to go explore on their own anymore, so they are just kind of dragging him noodle style.
Yeah, he will
Aw.
accept this.
And then eventually Shorts Kid gets to the nurse's station and starts digging around and looking for Band-Aids. The only Band-Aids that they manage to find is a box of henchman Band-Aids from popular movie series Horrible You.
Love it.
I mean, it works,
Howling
right?
at you.
Band-Aids are band-aids.
I think it counts.
They
Probably
are
can't.
banana scented.
Well, I like bananas.
Shorts Kid exits with Mr. Grabby and says, "Okay, we got the Band-Aids. Now we just need something nobody else has."
The power of love.
I think a lot of people have that.
Okay, fair. I'm
What?
just spitballing. I want to find people again.
What?
My
Something
glove.
no one else has.
This is-
Something-
this is-
A dragon. Nobody else has a dragon.
I mean, my dad's a dragon, and my mom was too.
And
Well, talking of dragons, I can think of one dragon that I don't think anyone else has got if we head back to the cabin.
Oh yeah, it's
That
something
makes
we
sense.
made. Nobody else would have it.
yeah!
Hmm.
And all of you guys sort of hop to it and start running back to the cabin. And then there's a quick flash.
Do tell.
Suddenly, Shorts Kid is gone.
Shorts Kid.
No!
Is there a
Opaque,
gray
opaque,
outline
opaque,
where they
opaque,
were?
opaque, opaque,
There is
opaque,
a gray
opaque,
outline where they were. It's Shorts Kid frozen in a movement, in a moment of running, and they are completely gone right now.
Did we see anybody around near Shorts Kid outside of us?
Please roll perception.
Okay.
Snalien's rolling Arcana.
Oh, Mr. Grabby's not great with
Come
perception.
on, dice. Come on. Oh, 4. No.
Oof.
I rolled
These
a nat
sure are
1
some
for
rolls.
perception. I'm not seeing anything.
Like,
I
Kip
can't see
is-
because they're crying now.
I would like to say Mr. Grabby is far too busy just going opaque, 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 and just circling around the grey spot where Shorts Kid was
Yeah.
to really be paying attention to
Snalien-
anything else.
Snalien,
So
you're
I
the only person who really notices any
So
sort of.
real quick, hang on, time out.
Yeah,
I
go
actually
ahead.
rolled Arcana, except instead of perception. So if that colors the flavor any, I wanted you to know.
Shorts Kid is their outline. You can see they have obviously been caught in some type of magic, but also you can see that Shorts Kid is now their gray outline is completely fading, and then the gray outline disappears. And you get the idea that Shorts Kid has not been given an IOU on space. They have been transported directly. And there's no smell of smoke here because they have just been transported from one place to another. Nobody is holding their matter hostage. They are just now somewhere else.
No!
Mr.
Do
Grabby.
you
Mr.
relay this?
Grabby. Mr. Grabby. I need you to make a teleportation circle and follow the trail of that magic.
You can do that, right?
Don't have spells like that, kid.
Like Capetta like fires off another flare into the sky with fireball. Maybe Shorts Kids is nearby.
Okay, so Snalien, you think hard, and then you see out of the corner of your eye, the glint of, you would call it an aura, but it doesn't really look like it. And then all of you hear the sound of trampling twigs, trampling, just breaking foliage, and you all turn to look, and suddenly you are surrounded by beady eyes in the dark. And
Capetta like swells up and like flares out her wings so she looks bigger. Like she's not liking this.
Yep. And with that, there's a full moon, but if you look up, there is now a silhouette against the moon.
The moon penguins!
No, it's a man, and he's holding a child from what you can see, and he's looking down at you. He extends his hand, and the blinking eyes start circling.
Question. With this silhouette in the moon, is it actually something in front of the moon, or is it something actually on the moon? Okay, is it within 120 feet?
Yeah, it's in front of the moon, and this person is there and holding something, and it's dark, and you are surrounded by immediate danger.
Cool.
Is something moving?
Can I cast magic missile at it, please?
You can, but you might hit Shorts Kid.
Oh no, magic missile hits a creature of my choice. Magic missile is guaranteed to hit.
Okay, then go for it.
Cool. I'm casting at level 3, so that's gonna be 5 darts. Yeah. Okay. 1 moment. That's gonna be 5d4 plus 5. Let me just definitely get that right. Yeah. Okay. Take 14 force damage, please.
You aim, and actually for this, no, it always hits. So yeah, you're right. This character suddenly gets hit by your 5 darts, but it's extremely far away, and it rocks back from the force of your shadowy missiles, and then glares at you, and then starts spinning and calls out to its legion of, now they're crawling closer to you, and you can see it is a circle of hellhounds.
Oh, okay.
Smudge takes a deep breath and pulls out their maul from their hammer space.
Good thought.
Yeah.
Snalien casts Speak with Animals.
Okay.
Snalien says, "What's going on with you guys? Is he hurting you? Is he helping you?"
And the hellhounds go, obey master.
Yeah, but why?
Obey master.
What if you obeyed Master by leaving? You don't know that that's not what he not wants you to do.
Master wants us to eat.
There's a lot of trees around. You can eat that. To be clear, nobody else has Speak with Animals on. It sounds like Snalien's just speaking nonsense. There's a lot of trees that you can eat, and since trees make fire, that sounds like it would be pretty tasty for you guys.
Don't want trees.
Well, we can have snacks in the cafeteria.
And the hellhounds start advancing. And everybody's gonna have to roll initiative, please.
Oh boy.
Sure thing. I will go to say, meanwhile, while this is going on, I would just like to say that Mr. Grabby has not bothered to look down at the Hellhounds or anything like that. He is, the whole time, he's just been staring up at this figure in the sky, and it's just like, you better give me back that kid, bud, or you are going to regret it.
And Stan Scale, though, is very far away. This man, he responds to you, and he says, I regret a lot of things, but I don't think I'm gonna regret this.
Well, we'll just have to agree to disagree then, won't we? And just dramatic fire come from his eyes. They doesn't actually do anything, it's just the sort of dramatic getting ready to fight sort of pose.
Nice.
I would let you guys, just, fuel what I need, but I specifically needed one thing. You might have seen it on my list of things for this camp, and it says something that nobody else has. And just with the creepiest look, the man pushes back, not the creepiest look, but with a sort of detached, clinical look, the man brushes back hair from Short Kid's forehead and says, the one thing that nobody else has on this plane, a space wizard. And then he says, I am Stan Scale, and I'm afraid that it's time for Real Kind to get a little bit of something back.
Well, we certainly don't stand him.
Mm.
So sorry.
Why the great tension mark? Well done.
No, it's perfect.
You did so well. I'm so sorry.
And with that, it's 11:30. We started at 9. I'm very tired.
Aw.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're
I
gonna
think
have
this
to continue this whenever we have time next. So this is gonna be a 2-session run,
Woo.
so you guys have just met Stan Scale, also known as the big bad for this session.
I have no regrets just loosing magic missile at him to start with. I have no
Lovely.
regrets.
It was great.
No
It's a good
regrets.
introduction.
Yep. So you will discover more about Stan and his motivations and about where everybody went in the next game. So just when you guys have time to just let me know when you have game availability time. And with that, thank you all for being so patient, and thank you all for having joined this game and for listening in, and I hope you had a good time.
Absolutely.
Thank you. This is
Thank you for
fantastic.
So have a good day, and I'm gonna go fucking pass out because I can't think words.
Go sleep.
Go sleep.
Go sleep.
Make sure you stop
Rest.
the recording first.
Thank you for
Yep.
running the game.
That'd be awkward.
Thank
Yep.
you. I'm screaming.
Yep.
Oh.
Bye.